Hi, I'm Nikki Coffin and welcome back to another episode of Recruitment Manager Training Tips. Today I'd like to talk to you about how to get the best results from different personalities in your team. So what do I mean by different personalities? Well, the truth is everyone is unique, so you need to bear this in mind as a manager. And in my experience, recruiters fall into three categories: the underperformer, the average performer and the star performer in your team, all needing different things from you in order to achieve the results that you want. So I'm going to share with you some quick tips on how to get the best from the three different types, because each person needs a different approach. So let's talk about the poor performers first. Now, dealing with poor performers is probably one of the biggest challenges that come up in my recruitment managers training. And if you have someone who is consistently performing around the minimum or underperformance, then this really needs to be nipped in the bud. It's not satisfactory and it doesn't tend to just go away. It's something that you must handle. And a lot of managers I meet get quite nervous when they have to manage underperformers. One way to reframe this is that it's useful actually for both parties to tell them that it's your job to help them get the best results. And so therefore you're going to be, I suppose, really micromanaging them. By leaving them to carry on struggling won't help either of you. Things have to change now and you'll be helping them to make these changes that might feel a little uncomfortable because you're going to be taking them out of their comfort zone. And you're doing this to help them to get better results quickly. So when you're tackling these challenges, firstly find out if the person accepts their performance as poor. Then if they do, then the approach should be to find out what they believe needs to be done to improve. And this may involve coaching, training or even counselling should the problem be personal. If they don't realise or accept that their performance is poor, then you must be able to show them that the standards are below and also to confront them with what's expected. In these scenarios, always use facts, so figures, activities, situations that you can prove to highlight your thoughts. Never use hearsay. It's impossible to run away from factual figures. So regardless of the reason, it should be clear that the performance has to improve. Now here's some actions that will help you. The easiest way to tackle poor performance is in small steps. So agree a series of small achievable goals. It's easy to monitor these and also to praise them. And achieving small goals will help to motivate them even more. And then monitor that performance. Short term means daily targets and if necessarily hourly. And as performance improves, keep upping the target and get them to monitor themselves if possible and gradually increase the gap in time. Be very clear that you're not going to discuss their future or further development until the performance is at an acceptable level. So let's talk about the star performer, your champion if you like. Champion your champions is the saying I use. High performers are an asset and really worth investing your time developing them. They need input and support just as much as your underperformers, but in a different way. So focus on them as much, if not more, as you do your underperformers. Set regular times to discuss their performance, letting them know your thoughts and praise them for their performance. Also explore where they want to go, what they can do to ensure that they're happy in their job and encourage them to continue to grow and develop their performance. Here's some actions that are going to help you with star performers. So firstly, recognise their achievements, provide positive feedback and link this into what really motivates them. So some may enjoy publicly being praised, others might find that that's not appropriate, i.e. something like time with their family or extra holiday. Consider and discuss broader reward mechanisms, so things like additional training or professional development. And look at providing new challenges, so new projects, perhaps management or key responsibilities. So demonstrate your trust in their abilities and encourage them to inspire others, because their performance can really rub off, and establish them as role models that can help to raise your overall standard. So finally, the acceptable performer. And the most difficult part of performance review is someone whose performance is acceptable, because often they accept, they're quite happy with what they've got. So what tactics can you use to motivate them to improve this performance? Well, firstly, get them to talk about themselves in terms of their business and personal goals. Find out what motivates them. Get them to talk about their ambitions and their goals and what development they need or desire. And from this information, you may be able to negotiate results with the development. Or if you give me these results, I'll arrange for you to be trained in that. As in all negotiation, don't give anything until you've received something. So put in clear timescales on the results that you expect from them and tell them that they will receive the negotiated development as soon as they deliver, and keep your promises. So there you have it. That's our recruitment manager training tip for today. And if you'd like to know more, I'd love to invite you to our free training webinar, How to Convert Underperformers into Consistent High Billers in 14 days or less. And here's our link to that. This will be like rocket fuel for your underperformers, and I'll be showing you some excellent tips and simple techniques to get big performance fast. So I look forward to seeing you either on the webinar or on next time.